Dr. Mather, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Is that your poster?
This is my poster.
So what made you think of this project?
Sure. So first thing that we know is that CNS infections are what we think to believe are fairly common, but testing for CNS infections is very, very, very common. In our UPMC system, about 20,000 patients each year get tested. And we wanted to analyze, one, how common is it that you get a positive result? And two, I guess how easy is it for us to go for these testings? We believe that the testing for a CNS infection might be pretty high compared to where it should be, and that results that are positive are relatively low. So we wanted to create a reflex test based off of the testing that we had. When we send off tests for CNS infection, they can be up to 100 different tests that get sent off at one time. We hypothesized that based off of a few different basic tests, we could create a reflex. That reflex was a white blood cell count greater than 5 or a glucose less than 45. Based off of that, we looked at 106 patients in the fiscal fourth quarter at UPMC Mercy. 44 of those patients were excluded because they were neurosurgical, which left us with 62. Of those 62, 9 were treated for an infection. That infection was found in 8 out of those 9 based off of the screen that was created, and 1 was treated based off of imaging alone. So we can say that, one, this is a relatively safe screen to be able to go with. When the white blood cell count is greater than 5 and when the glucose is less than 45, a quarter of the patients will meet that screen, and the majority of those patients were found in that screen. The next thing we want to do is extrapolate that to the system for cost. What we can see here is that in our shotgun approach, this comes to a relative cost of $4,500 a person. That's how we do things standardly, is when we send off a broad array of testing. What we can do is, if looking at a reflex, this brings the cost down to $1,500. There's an incremental value of $2,200 that goes along with it. So if we extrapolate that charge out to the system, it comes to $44 million. So based off of the 20,000 patients that are treated at UPMC, or that are looked at UPMC for a CNS infection, we can say that, one, test results are relatively uncommon to come back positive. And if we are able to create a reflex based off of this, we can say that, one, it's safe, and two, it has the potential to save $44 million.